Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to impart some winter looks for you and come up with a few looks that are great for petites, that you can be chic and cozy at the same time. As you know, I have an eclectic closet, so I want to give you some wearable looks for day to day, as well as some fun going out looks. So please join me on this journey. So the first look I have on is really fun. It's great if you're indoors, doing some running errands, but still looking pretty chic. So I have this really cozy plaid shirt. It's from Uniqlo. It has a nice thick texture. I have my little tassel necklace on that you can use as a belt. You can wear it as a necklace. You can tie it around a billion times. It's really fun. I also have some barrel leg jeans on and some clogs. Now with these clogs, I would actually put a sock. So let me just do that to make it more winter. So if you have a fun sock, that's even better. And I like to zhuzh it up. I like to zhuzh up the top, just give it some more interest, some drape. And then now you have the peek through with the clogs, which is really fun. I've got some nice earrings, so just a point of interest there to make it look more chic and more glam. And when you have like this lumberjack cool and baggy outfit. And then since it is winter time and it's getting cold, I want to keep the look monochromatic, and I only have one long coat, like thick wool coat for winter time, because it doesn't really stay that cold. And I feel like if you get one classic winter coat, if you live in a climate that's not so cold, I think that's all you need. And I feel like this shit looks incredible. I love this. I really love this. The shoes are so fun, unexpected to go with this outfit. The chain, everything about it is just sick. This is sick. I am obsessed. I do wish my coat went all the way down to the ankles, but it's still a really good length. And what's so cool is that the barrel leg of the jean now, if you can see it, that you only see that little part and it curves. So it's just such a unique shape. And then if you want to tie this up, you can. You can add some gloves depending on how cold it is. And that is just a great, very comfortable, very chic, effortless chic, because it's like you still have like the pattern coming through. It's a baggy shirt, baggy pants, so you're effortlessly chic, functional, very freaking, you still look so put together. I'm in love. That is a fit, boo-boo. What do you guys think about that? And keeping it open too, once you get hot. Keeping it open gives you so much interest. And just make sure the zhuzhing stays in place, but you get the idea. I just really like that. It gives a lot of texture, a lot of interest. I really want long gloves, but I have these nice suede leather gloves that I thrifted a long time ago, probably in a different state, like a colder state, because I needed it for something. But I'm glad I have these. They are really cool. But I do want long. And then I would put this up. I would like roll up, kind of like pull up the sleeve and let the length of the coat or of the gloves come through. But even like that looks actually kind of sick. So just styling it up, boo-boo. Another thing that makes this fit work so well is just the tones. it's monochromatic, but you have like different, it's not exact match. So it feels almost, it gives it more of that luxe, effortless vibe, which I think is so stunning. And honestly, like I feel like camel is usually not my color, or like beiges, but because of the blue details, and I think also doing your makeup correctly when you're wearing colors that wash you out is a very helpful thing to do. But anyways, I digress. That is one of the winter looks, baby. Yes, okay, that's a fit move. I love that. On to the next. The next look is gonna involve these red stockings. I've been wanting red stockings since last year, and I finally got them. They were on sale at Mango. And I want to style them with like a mini skirt, kind of like give a 60s mod vibe almost. And I love when people pair colored tights with the same colored shoes, so I'm gonna try that. Okay, so far the look is really gorgeous. It's definitely like, once you take off your big winter coat, kind of look. The boots, I wish they matched better to the tie because I want it to look like a one long line. So that's what I had in mind. The boots aren't exactly the vibe, but I still like it because it's like monochromatic but different tones again, which is kind of fun. It looks more like effortless in a sense. Let's see, so I think I like it. Yeah, I like it. Yeah, so if it's cold, obviously you're gonna wanna like cover more skin. With this cardigan, you can wear like a tank underneath or something, like a little bit of like an insulation layer. I don't love to do that just because I feel like I lose my silhouette, and I really like with this outfit, this more mod outfit, I feel like it works more with that, like, you know, they had those very pronounced silhouettes, unless they were wearing like the mini dresses that were like more of a shift dress, which were like a box almost, which I do have one. And then for coat, I really wanted to also, again, do my long coat because of the color and because of the short skirt, which actually I think I'll keep my hair tucked in for this one. Again, with the tuck, looks cool. Maybe one earring showing. I like that. And again, using what we already have. You can go with the gloves again. I wish I had like red gloves. That would be sick with this. But I really like this vibe. And I think I might even go with like a necklace. I just want to see how that looks. Okay, so I have a few jewelry options to kind of zhuzh this look up and make it more fun, a little bit more playful. I have some pins that I wanted to add to the coat. I think that personalizing your coats or your jackets a little bit more is so fun. It just kind of adds some whimsy and also like an element of personality, because like, now you know dolphins are one of my favorite animals. If not my favorite, if it weren't for having my beautiful son, my dog, my cherished love of my life, dolphins would be number one. I have an orchid here, which was given to me by a co-worker back in the day. She made these and gave one to every one of us, and it's just so stunning. I think it's like actually made from a real orchid. So there's no buttons, so almost thinking of making it look like it were a button. So there goes another element of personality. And then this one was given to me by my abuelita in Colombia. My mom's side of the family is Colombian, so this beautiful keepsake that I've had since I was a tiny little bebe I still have, and I'm so excited about it because it's just, I'm just glad I never like lost it or anything, and I just have a beautiful memory of her because she's no longer with us, and now I can wear her and have her here right next to my heart, my habichuela. That's what I call her. So that's really cute. That is so cute. So just, again, adds like something unexpected, something fun. I probably could style the pins even like more fun, like maybe put the dolphin on the other side or like up here a little bit, but that looks so fun. And then I was thinking whether or not I would like to do a necklace, because sometimes we go a little too far, but this is the fun of playing. I think that might be too much competition with the pins, so I'm gonna go with this more, just a plain chain. Plain chain, baby, plain chain. Let's see how that looks. And then if I like button this to the top, I think it would work even more. Just adding more elements of excitement and interest. I kind of do like that. And then I was thinking if I should swap out the earrings. I'm checking in the mirror. I actually kind of want to keep the gold, yeah, because then it's like a lot. So yeah, this is the second look. This is your fun and playful, but still a little bit sexy with the very short skirt. This, I would say, is like a good maybe nighttime date night outfit, going out to dinner somewhere cute. Lots of cute little winter activities going on. I do like that. Maybe a show, a concert. On to the next. So I just wanted to give you an update on the love of my life. He had all his teeth pulled out yesterday, and he is supposed to be sleeping on this towel because he still has like a little bit of a bloody mouth, but he's spoiled and he's just staining my bed sheets, which is completely fine because look at him. Look at that man. He's perfect. So it's time for him to eat. I had to do a little food break for him, and it doesn't look like he's really in the mood. So that's just pup date for you. Love of my life. He's perfect. And before you ask, yes, he is a very elderly man. That's why he had his teeth removed. He only had about 5 left, and we did a dental cleaning, and they said the rest have to go. So he's my gummy boy. He's my little gummy bear man. Okay guys, so for the next video, for the second time in a row, I'm going a little crazy now that I just filmed 2 outfits incorrectly on this camera. I'm playing with a new camera, so yes. So the next outfit, my friends, and if you hear children in the background, good, because I believe that children are our future. I believe the children are our future. I had to crack open a window. It's just hot in here, and I realized that my fan makes a lot of noise, so I'd rather you hear beautiful children's voices versus you know. So anyways, this next outfit is meant to be one of those fits where you basically don't feel like dressing up, you know. It's one of those, it's very cold out, it could be rainy, it could be snowy, it's just the weather is nasty, so you are looking more for function over form, and those outfits tend to be the hardest for short gals like me. I am only 5 foot tall, so I tend to look nuts in like voluminous and oversized outfits. However, there is a real necessity for them sometimes, and as a fashion loving girly, I don't want to stick to just a very minimal slim silhouette all the time, you know. I like to play, so I as I said, this is my second time filming, so you're gonna see I'm not gonna change and take it all off and put it on again. So the first layer, the first base layer is a slim ankle. It has a kick flare at the bottom, but it's, I'll just show you the length because that is one struggle that I have as a short girl. I got rid of a lot of my ankle length pants that were very popular in like 2012s, 15s. Because I just did not, after seeing so many pictures and images of how they look on me, I just feel like I like the longer pant on me. Like, my legs are already short, you know, I don't want to cut them off more, but I kept a few pairs, luckily, because if it is raining, you don't want to wear your really long pants. So these are great, and they slide into the cowgirl boot, which if I had a rain boot, I would wear that, but where I live is the desert, and usually it doesn't rain so much, but this year we actually did get a ton of rain. So that's interesting. So I got the boot. This is the base. This is the base. It's very cute. This is a Moschino sweater that I found at Goodwill. I mean, whew, she can thrift, honey. She can thrift. Another insane find at the thrift store is this Eddie Bauer, if you know, you know, honey, barn jacket, and it's quilted inside. It has a fleece lining up here, and then the quilting down here is very warm, and it's very oversized. And if you see dog hair on this, no, you didn't. Because this is the outfit I took my son to the vet in yesterday when he had to get all his teeth removed. And it worked. It was raining. It was pouring. The old man was definitely snoring. So what I like about this outfit is that when you think about it, it's just a jean. I have a shirt underneath and a sweater and then a big coat. That's so easy, so effortless. And the coat covers a lot, so it's functional. It's obviously very big, and believe it or not, it's extra small. But lots of pocket room, so you don't need a purse. Another pocket up here. I wish there were pockets inside, but that's okay. But I do absolutely love this. It's just, sorry. It's just easy, effortless, and thanks to the necklace, the makeup, I mean, you do you, but a lot of times I don't wear makeup either because I need my skin to breathe. I break out a lot, but yeah, anyways, the makeup helps to, like, if you are wearing something a little bit more like frumpy, which I don't think this is frumpy, that's the great thing that I have overcome with this look, is that I added some interest in the jewelry, the makeup, that kind of glamifies everything. The Whimsy with the shirt, I think this outfit is a success. It's very comfortable, it's very cozy, and if you have to button it all, that's fine too, because you still will have a little bit of the jewelry popping through. And if you really feel lost within this outfit, like within big silhouettes, you can always add a belt, and that'll add like that'll refine it, that'll suck it in, and it'll bring a little bit more interest as well, because you're adding another accessory. So the last look I want to do is revolving around a huge trend for 2025, and one that I've basically loved my whole life. I've always loved suede. I've always gravitated. I just love how there's shine and there's matte, and the way that it catches the light is just so stunning. So this, I believe it's 1970s, or it could be like 90s does 70s. Suede coat that I got at like an antique festival. There's like this antique mall that does a yearly festival where they have, or I don't know, what are those called? Flea market. Festival. Flea markets that just have so many different sellers, and I got this insanely perfectly fitting, gorgeous jacket for $10. So your girl knows how to thrift, honey. Okay, so we're gonna work around that outfit. And this outfit is gonna be like that really chic, almost French girl vibe. They're just like so effortlessly chic, and that's what I want to emulate. So this is part of the outfit. It's another trend where you have your sheer layer with like a cool or beautiful bralette underneath. This is a red one, and sorry, I don't know why I did that. That's offensive probably to some of you, but it's just who I am. I'm a raunchy girl. I'm a little scallywag. So I'm gonna go with these Levi's low loose jean. They are the first baggy style that I found that ever worked on me. So I like them because they're low, but they're not like extra low, like 2012 low rise or 2010. I don't even know when that was, but when your hip bones would come out and shoot at people and your butt crack was only a sneeze away from showing to the world. These are nice because, like I said, they're not extra low. And I like the denim color. I don't have a lot in like a light blue, and I think that's a very popular like color, French girl jean color, French girl. And my dad's side of the family is French Moroccan. I am a mutt, so I like to play with the different cultures. And I have a lot of family in Paris. So, the coat. We got the coat, we got the jean. When you think about it, it's a jeans, a t-shirt, and a nice coat. And I think that's really pretty. And do I want to keep the necklace on? I think I'm gonna go more minimalist because I think that the chicness that the French do are a little bit more minimal. Although it does look really cute. And then for shoes, so you could go with like a loafer and a sock. I think that's like really effortless and chic. How many times can I say that? Take a shot every time I say that. However, with a longer like jean that puddles like this, especially if you're in a city, I don't always love the feeling, the tactile feeling of it dragging and me stepping on it. I don't care so much that it gets dirty because you can easily wash it, but sometimes I just don't want to feel that, you know? Do you know? I'm gonna go with some kitten heels. I've shown you these Brooks Brothers heels that my mother gave me before. Should I try it with a sock? Let's see. A sock and a heel is always so cool too, and then like you don't see it obviously now, but if I were to sit down, you get a little peek and you're like, ooh, she did something interesting there. That's fun. So zhuzhing up this top a little bit. As you saw, I kept the jewelry the same in every the earrings the same in every outfit. Sorry, I tend to be like very repetitive with my jewelry. I don't know why. I could play more with it, but that's just me. And then because I haven't done any looks with a bag, I'm gonna do this one with a bag. And because it's winter, you could add the gloves. And I also have a scarf that my grandma gave me that is fur. So I think that would obviously keep you very warm and add even more texture to the look. So I'm gonna look for that because I think that would just really elevate this look even more for winter. So yeah, as well as being the thrift queen, I'm also the lady of the hand-me-downs. A lot of my most enduring pieces in my closet have been hand-me-downs from like my grandma and her friends, her very stylish friends. So like this scarf is one of them. And yeah, I like that. It just adds that touch of texture, which is such an incredible thing to play with during the winter. I love that. I actually adore that. And I tied the scarf around my hair. It's a little bit haphazard, which I like. I like playing with the imperfect. Because my looks do tend to lean a little glam, I like to kind of rough them up a little bit. And that's why I actually a lot of times leave my hair natural in its natural texture. But yeah, what do you guys think? I think we nailed the effortless French girl aesthetic. Hope that I brought a little bit of value, and I'm sending hugs and kisses and